Jareth.
Hi, my name is Ali.
Hi, my name is Kim.
Hi, my name is Zariah.
My name is Tyree Williams.
My name is Enrique.
My name is Jess.
My name is Natalie.
My name is Regina.
My name is Angelo.
Hi, my name is Dante.
My name is Yan.
My name is Kayla.
My name is Alexander.
Kevin.
Julia.
Emily.
Hi, my name is Tyler, and I play the piano.
And I play piano.
And I play piano.
I like to play piano.
And I play piano.
And I like to play the piano.
The piano.
I like to play the piano.
And I like to play the piano.
The piano. The piano.
The piano. The piano.
The piano.
And I like to play piano.
And I play piano.
Hi, my name is Ian. And today I will play the piano.
I play piano.
Welcome to our last Facebook Live. I'm so glad you're here. Today is going to be a very special presentation, which is a joint presentation between the Baroque Orchestra of New Jersey, a venerable 25-year-old organization led by Maestro Robert Butts, and K2S Success. And you all know us. We are a young organization, started about 4 years ago, and we serve about 100 children in Newark. And today, you're going to hear a piece that was commissioned, especially for K2S Success piano kids, to be played with a professional orchestra, and it's composed by Maestro Butts and K2S Success staff, Elijah Souels. We're very excited to share this with you. You'll hear from the composers, you'll hear from the musicians, the students, and I know you'll really enjoy it. The story of K2S Success and Baroque Orchestra is, of us working together, is as unlikely as it is storied, like a fairy tale. So some of you may know the way we came together was actually back in 2016 when I first started K2S Success. I spoke to a friend of mine, Anne. I told her about the concept. We really haven't started teaching yet. I just told her about the concept, and she just got so excited she told her doctor about it. And turns out her doctor's wife is very involved in Newark, so she got excited. So I spoke with her, and then she decided to post something at her church to say that this is keyboards program starting up. If you have any instruments, please contact, and so on and so forth. A man who goes to that church saw the note, and turns out he is a handyman, and he worked for a woman, Millie, who had a family grand piano that she was looking to give away. So through him, we met Millie, who turns out to be very involved in the Junior League of Summit. And Millie, first of all, donated the piano to K2S Success. And she also introduced me to the Junior League of Summit. And through the Junior League of Summit, I met Leslie, who was extremely excited about K2S Success as soon as she heard about it. And she organized a fundraiser for us. And she invited her friend Molly. Are you still following? She invited her friend Molly to come to the concert. Molly came to concert, got really excited. Turns out Molly is on the board of, you guessed it, the Baroque Orchestra of New Jersey. And Molly said, wow, these kids are amazing. I've got to tell our conductor about it. She told Robert Butts about it. We talked, and our collaboration was born. And last June, we performed in the concert with Robert Butts, and it was an amazing experience. Well, you'll hear more about it. First, I'm going to have Bob say a few words about collaboration, and I'll tell you more about the story later.
Hi, I'm Robert Butts. I'm the conductor, founder of the Baroque Orchestra of New Jersey. We've been active as a collaborative partner for many organizations in Morris County and across New Jersey for the past 25 years. Recently, we've begun collaborating with K2S Success. I was made aware of this organization about 2 years ago, and the relationship has grown and developed over the past 2 years in an extraordinary way. I have enjoyed the relationship with Jee-Hoon. I have enjoyed greatly meeting the young artists, the young pianists, visiting the school in Newark, and inviting the musicians to appear in concert with the orchestra in June of 2019, last year. It was a great experience. Not just to have the young pianists there and performing in front of our audience, but the fact that we did a major work, the George Gershwin Piano Concerto by one of New Jersey's leading pianists, Paul Ziegler. Paul talked with the youngsters. He met with them. They got to appear on stage just before Paul played the great concerto, and it, I think, was a positive experience for everybody. Certainly for the young students, but also for the musicians in the orchestra, for myself, and for everybody involved, and for my audience to be aware of the work being done and the talent among these young musicians. Working with Jee-Hoon and the young artists, we've come up with a way to work together for all of the musicians to perform together. Her young artists with Keys to Success and the artists who are part of the Baroque Orchestra of New Jersey. We had planned on doing an arrangement that I composed, that I've worked on, of Simple Gifts, the old shaker tune made famous by Aaron Copland in Appalachian Spring, but using the original hymn tune and creating an arrangement in which not that the young artists from Newark, from Keys to Success, could appear on stage before the orchestra, but actually perform with the orchestra. So arrange the music in such a way that it was challenging and interesting for the musicians of the orchestra, but also challenging and interesting for the young artists, and to make them an integral part of the orchestral experience. In the future, at some point when live concerts are a reality again, then our goal is to produce these, to play this version of Simple Gifts, to have the Baroque Orchestra and these young artists all together on stage, experiencing what it's like to play an orchestral piece together.
It's really so beautiful what the Baroque Orchestra and Robert Butts is doing for our students. Really opening up doors. Let me tell you a little story about one of the kids who performed last June. His name is Stephen, and Stephen was actually one of our original students. Started with us in South Street School in 2016, and he was really focused in piano. Actually, let me describe Stephen a little bit. Stephen is a very active child. So, but something about piano focuses him. And that's what's so amazing about him. When he comes into piano, he's really focused. We noticed really early on that he was very determined to be the first one to finish learning something. And it was just really amazing to see that effect on him. Unfortunately for Stephen, he was actually transferred out of the school the following year. So after a few months of lessons, he had to transfer out. And it was really sad. I thought we had lost him. So almost 2 years went by, and Stephen had no lessons. But then one day, I was contacted by his mom. It turns out that the city had opened up a center of hope. The city of Newark had opened up a center of hope in Pennington Court, which is where Stephen lives with his mom and his sister. And I was invited in to set up a piano lab in Pennington Court and start teaching. And so Stephen started coming back to piano lessons, which was great. But you have to remember, 2 years is a long time to go by with no piano lessons. And so he was a little bit behind, and it was tough, just psychologically, to be a little bit behind. But then I started telling the kids that we had an opportunity to perform with the Baroque Orchestra in June of 2019. And Steven heard about it and he was like, wow, I gotta go. And I noticed that he was progressing really, really quickly. And one day he just pulled me aside and he said, come watch me play this. He played the entire piece that we were supposed to be playing with the Baroque Orchestra from memory, perfect. It was just really amazing. So of course I had to invite Steven to come, and he came. He did a great job, wonderful job, and but that was not the end of the story. That summer I got a call from Steven's grandmother, and she said, is Steven really that good in piano? And I said, of course he is. He's really amazing. He's really focused. He loves it. And she just asked me a little bit more questions, wanted to find out more about what he was doing. And at the end of it, she said, I want to invest in Steven. I'd like to buy a keyboard for him so he can practice at home. And so that's what happened. His grandmother got him a keyboard. It was actually one of the keyboards that we had collected and we were selling to families at a nominal fee. And Steven started improving by leaps and bounds. So here's the thing about this collaboration with the Baroque Orchestra. It's not just about a concert. It's not about doing a piece together. It's really opening up doors, not just physically, for a concert, but also emotionally, mentally, for the child themselves, for the family, as well as the audience. It's really unusual. Well, actually, I've never seen it before, where an inner city group of kids, young kids, will be performing side by side with a professional orchestra. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and we're so grateful for the Baroque Orchestra and Maestro Robert Butts to be opening up this opportunity for us.
Hi, my name is Rosie Dumas. I play the violin.
Hi, my name is Roosevelt Porter, and I play the double bass, which is that instrument behind me, the big violin.
Hi, my name is Evan Ardell, and I play cello.
Hi, my name is Nancy Vanderslice, and I play oboe with the Baroque Orchestra of New Jersey.
When I play the piece Simple Gifts, I'm immediately hit with two big waves of emotion. The first is a sense of peace and calm, as I'm immediately transported to a beautifully green and lush valley filled with the most beautiful sunlight and chirping birds.
I visited the Shakers, where the Shakers used to live in New England, and there everything is made of wood. It's very simplistic. Everything's stripped down to its bare essential, and I think part of what the music is about is, looking at ourselves and stripping ourselves down to its bare essential, to what's most important to who we are and how we feel about things. And as the lyrics in the song suggest, once we find that place, we find a place of true delight and happiness.
The challenge of playing my own part without the ensemble includes trying to maintain a steady rhythm and playing dynamics using only a computer-based metronome while playing alone.
As a bass player, it's also very important to hear the cello, because oftentimes the double bass and the cello are playing the same part. I am hoping that my recording meshes with the cello. If it does, it's like peanut butter and jelly.
I've played Appalachian Spring by Aaron Copland before, and it certainly reminded me of that. The whole idea that he had behind it of the barn raising and the community coming together. And what a wonderful choice of pieces to do, to talk about that, because we have been separated. And to have that opportunity to play something that's all about community was really powerful to me.
The second, when I realize that I'm not playing an ensemble, I start to feel a little sad because I miss making music with my friends.
Boa tarde, meu nome é Risia, sou mãe da Tayla. A Tayla faz parte do K2S Sucesso E para nós é um imenso prazer a Tayla estar fazendo parte desse programa, que ajudou muito ela. Vai fazer 4 anos que nós chegamos aqui nos Estados Unidos. E quando a Tayla chegou, ela teve a oportunidade de entrar. E eu gostaria muito de agradecer a Miss Krosca pela essa grande oportunidade que ela teve para a Tayla. O K2 sucesso na nossa vida familiar, ele abrange em todos os aspectos, porque ele nos ajudou, assim, a Tayla ficou muito feliz, ela é uma criança muito dedicada, ela é muito intensa no que ela faz, e o K2 sucesso fez com que ela foi assim, mais dedicada, mais amorosa, tudo que ela vai fazer, ela se dedica muito. E o ano passado nós tivemos assim a oportunidade de ir numa orquestra, Baroque Orchestra, e nós ficamos muito felizes. Para mim foi uma oportunidade de ouro, porque assim eu fiquei encantada naquele lugar assistindo. Para mim foi uma grande oportunidade, porque eu nunca tinha tido essa oportunidade. A Tayla ficou muito feliz, todas as crianças se empenharam muito. A apresentação foi lindíssima, a hora que eles entraram para se apresentar, assim, foi muito bonito. E outra coisa que, assim, eu fiquei muito feliz também de ter tido a oportunidade de assistir a violinista. Eu fiquei muito encantada também. Enfim, eu gostaria de agradecer a Miss Krosca, K2 Sucesso, a Lise, pela grande oportunidade que proporcionou para minha filha, eu, meu esposo, minha outra filha, os meus familiares, amigos que estão no Brasil, eles são envolvidos também, porque eles assistem pelo Instagram, sempre estou enviando, eles procuram, assim, até as lives eles procuram estar assistindo. Então eu gostaria de agradecer mais uma vez pelo carinho, pelo amor, pela dedicação que a Miss Krosca tem para com todas essas crianças, e que Deus possa te retribuir de uma forma muito próxima, muito abundante na sua vida. Muito obrigada.
So right after our amazing experience with the Baroque Orchestra last June, I knew right away that we needed to take this partnership one step further. So Bob and I brainstormed, and we came up with the idea that we really wanted to create a piece written specifically for Keys to Success piano ensemble and a professional orchestra to be performed side by side. And with the help of funding from the Junior League of Summit as well as Investors Bank, we did it. This piece is co-composed by Elijah Souels, who is the Keys to Success staff member, and Bob Butts, both ASCAP composers. And this week I sat down with both of them and asked them a little bit about the composition, creative process, as well as what music means to them, especially during this time of soul searching in our country.
With the Simple Gifts, of course, Simple Gifts is one of the most famous tunes ever written. Everybody knows it. Many people think it's an old Celtic dance, so people have made it into fiddle tunes. The old shaker tune is the origin, and everybody who knows classical orchestral music and ballet knows Aaron Copland used it for the set of variations in Appalachian Spring. So the hardest thing is, for me, is to pretend I never heard Aaron Copland's version.
Yeah, I just hear stuff. Like, I hear chords. I don't want to sound weird, but the chords can sometimes be so loud in my head that until I get them out, they calm down. It comes at a random moment. Like, I could be having a random conversation and it just happens. You know, I wish I can say it was a reason, or I wish I can explain it, but it's just...
You don't sound weird at all.
Wow.
It sounds weird. To me, the whole creative process of music could be called weird. I think the only people who understand it are other people who write it, because you hear these things in your voices, but you sit there and you say, I have no idea where this came from. It just pops in your voice at some point. It's just there, and it's something you say, I have to write this down, or I have to see where it goes. So I don't think you sound weird. I think you sound like a composer.
When it comes down to music, that's the only time that I would say you will hear my feelings. I've always gotten the statement, I feel like I understand you more through your music. I am very fortunate to have the gift and the ability of playing music, because I think if I didn't attack it early on, as crazy as I did with theory and all the listening and trying to hear all the music in the world, like, you know, I would be a totally different person. Even though music makes me insane, it also keeps me sane. Like, you know, it's just, if I'm having a rough day, if I'm stressed, if I'm happy, you know, whatever the case may be, I just really feel that whatever void that seems to be missing, it can always be fulfilled with music. That's another weird fact about myself. You know, no matter whatever's going on. So yeah, I'm very fortunate, and I'm very grateful for the gift and the gift of sharing.
Well, I'd say what you're doing right now is, I think, the important thing, because I have given this a lot of thought, is what can I do personally? And I think the important thing is to how we live our lives, be an example. To the fact that I would like to premiere a work by Elijah, not because he's African American, not because of this situation, but just because I've come to know him in this situation, because we collaborated on something, because he's a fellow colleague, a musician. And I think that those of us who are in the arts, the biggest thing that we can do is to do what we do, to show the world that we do not hold to lower standards. We believe in each other, we trust each other, we work with each other, we inspire each other. I think that the most important thing is to be an example, to do, not to say, not to speak out, which I think is important, but more important than all of that is, what can I do to show? And I think that looking at my Zoom screen and seeing an African American, a white American, and an Asian American, we're not doing it because of an effort to show the world, hey, look what we do. We're doing it because of who we are, because of what we believe in. And I think that the more we can do that, the more important it becomes.
Thank you so much for being with us here. This is a very special occasion. We're so happy to have been able to co-produce this with the Baroque Orchestra of New Jersey. Thank you so much, Robert Butts, for all of your support, not just now, but really ever since we met you. And we really look forward to future partnerships with you and performing together and it will come when the time arrives later this year. Thank you all of you for joining us. If you would like to support our organizations, the information is right here. The Baroque Orchestra is a wonderful organization that puts on concerts, not just a large-scale concerts like the one that we participated in, but smaller-scale chamber concerts all throughout New Jersey. Your support will go a long ways to helping those concerts become realities. And keys to success, of course, we provide music lessons to 100 kids in Newark, all free. And $2,000 will fund a child's tuition for a year. And any level of support you give is truly appreciated. Thank you again for joining us for this very special event. Have a wonderful summer.